the state capitol. Been waiting for this appointment. Been waiting for this appointment for 5 months. Introducing three new bills of legislation. 3 new bills of legislation, excuse me. And the whole point is justice for Sarah, and also to echo what has happened to her so that it doesn't happen to other people. I'll tell you guys what those bills are for legislation that I'm proposing. And yeah, going in to meet with my senator. There's the House of Representatives over here, Senate over here, the building up there. Yeah. I don't know if they're gonna let me record in here. I'm gonna ask them once I get into my meeting, which is starting in about 10 minutes. So I'll find out, see what's up. So about to go into this meeting. Really looking forward to it. Been waiting 5 months for this meeting. This is in light of Sarah Louise Shieldman, that died tragically on April 30th, 2025, while she was on vacation here from Norway, getting ready to move here to Arizona a week later. That never got to happen. She died suddenly and tragically from fentanyl, was poisoned. And I'm here at the Capitol to introduce new bills for legislation so that we can have, hopefully, less victims and someday no victims of this pointless crime and this drug that is poisoning America and killing about 100,000 people a year. Something needs to be done, and that's why I'm here. Well, it's a pretty short meeting. Apparently I thought it was an hour long, but it was reserved time slot 30 minutes. She still went 15 minutes over her appointment, which is nice. But at the end of the day, which sadly to say, there unfortunately probably won't be justice for her, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna stop. I'm never gonna stop. I'm gonna do whatever I can to pass these new bills for legislation. And I wanna propose the death penalty. The death penalty for dealers, especially that are responsible for the death of other individuals. Life for a life. And for those, the 10, 20-year sentence for dealers, I think in Arizona, I think it's like 5 to 10 years if someone's caught with over 200 grams. 200 grams of fentanyl is enough to fucking kill this entire city. You kidding me? A grain of salt, 1 grain of salt is 58,000 nanograms. 1 grain of salt is 58,000 nanograms. She took 1,000th less than that. She had 46 nanograms in her system. 46 nanograms. That's like a couple specks of dust. It's not even the equivalency of 1 grain of salt, 1 tiny little grain of salt. It's 1,000th less than that. You kidding me? They were talking about, they showed me, they were like, well, let's check the current laws for fentanyl and da-da-da, and it showed this one law that was passed last year, a 5 to 10 year sentence for if you have over 200 grams. Are you fucking kidding me? 200 grams, dude. Yo, 28 grams is an ounce. Like 200 grams, that's over a quarter pound. Seriously. That is enough to kill like everyone in this city. Like, I'm not talking about the entire like county, but like it's probably like I don't even, dude, I don't know. I don't know the exact numbers, but that's like enough to kill like 500,000 or 1 million people. Like it's like hundreds of thousands of people, like literally, right? something needs to change with these laws. That's stupid. Are you kidding me? You got that much poison that's capable of killing tons and tons of people, and it's like... 5-10 year sentence, that's it? That's all? You gotta be kidding me. A 5 or 10 year sentence for over 200 grand. When they told me that, my jaw hit the floor. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. So fucked up. Man, the system is broken, guys. It is broken. New laws need to be modified and updated, and I need to be the guy to bring it to their attention. Somebody's got to do it. You know, I always waited around and wondered and said, you know, I wonder when this is going to change. I wonder when that's going to change. Da, 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 da. I wish someone would do something about this, right? Have you ever felt that way? I'm sure everybody has said that at one point or another, right? Gosh, I wish someone would do something about this. Right? Well, I got tired. I got tired of waiting, guys. I got tired of waiting for someone else to do something. So now I've gotten to the point where I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do something about it. Justice for Sarah. May she rest in peace. Hopefully, if I can create this also, the other bill, which would be welfare checks for people in hotels, Airbnbs, public places, whatever, even private residents, something maybe not necessarily would override the Fourth Amendment, but work along with the Fourth Amendment. So, and they're already, I thought there was stuff in place for under exigent circumstances. If you call in a welfare check and you believe someone's in imminent danger, the police have to get in there. But in Sarah's case, they were like, no, we can't violate our Fourth Amendment. All we can do is knock on the door. And they did nothing. And it could have saved Sarah's life. And unfortunately, I'll never freaking know. I will never know if her life could have been saved because they didn't do anything about it. But what I do know is what does need to be done about something is the law needs to be updated when it comes to, aside from the Fourth Amendment, welfare checks. Because I'm sure she's not the first person to die in a situation where somebody called in a welfare check and then it turns out that the person died, whether it was a medical emergency, a heart attack, whatever, a drug overdose, this, that, whatever, whether they were being attacked, their life was in danger from someone that, you know, kidnapped them or attacked them or what. Like, you can think of every scenario where somebody's life is in danger, right? And the police didn't act in time. Medical emergencies, EMTs or police and fire didn't act in time, right? For whatever reasons, and then the person ended up dying. And they could have saved that person's life. So, next to increasing penalties for life in prison and the death penalty, for penalties of people that peddle this poison and this drug that kills 100,000 people a year, also updating a new bill for legislation for welfare checks. She told me that she couldn't assist me with the death penalty thing because she's against it, but she said she would help me propose a bill for legislation, updating the welfare checks to do something that would make it easier for law enforcement and EMTs, whatever, so they can do their job and save lives. And even if this bill, legislation, even if it saves one life or two lives, then it was all worth it. And I'm sure it'll save a lot more lives than that. So that's what this is all about. It's about holding those accountable that are poisoning our country, to have them held accountable for their actions and penalized for their actions. And then it's also for future prosperity of saving those and preserving life and protecting life for those that may be in danger in future situations and their lives can be saved for welfare checks. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. Like and share. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. God bless you. Stay tuned for more. I'll keep you guys updated.